Alright, we're all running to the bus. Didn't come where it was supposed to. It's a pretty crazy bus ride. At least that was only for about 15 minutes. If I hadn't been to Colombia, it would have been a lot. They kept pushing us back to get more people on. And now we're waiting for a bus to Punta Gorda, which takes 3 hours. And then from Punta Gorda, a ferry to Livingston, Guatemala. I love the details of this bus. Check out this handwritten sign for the garbage. Place garbage in the bin. And also this one single air freshener for the entire bus. I don't think that's going to work very well. So this bus is cheap, but it has no bathroom. And so I had no breakfast this morning. Had opportunities to eat. Very hungry. But you don't eat when you're a prisoner on a bus and you have no bathroom. Especially if the food disagrees with you. You do not want to be stuck on a bus. I've been on a lot of bus trips around the world, but they're always selling usually local foods when we stop. Local foods that I've never heard of. Very interesting things, but I've never been in a country like Belize where they're selling hamburgers and pizza. I love it. Here, new country, never been here before. Guatemala. A border over the sea. We'll see if we have to get through immigration or anything here. So here's where I messed up. When I got off the boat, I didn't see any border patrol, no border, no officers, nobody that said anything. They just allowed us to get off the boat and just walk into the town. There didn't seem to be anything there, nothing official looking to get stamped into the country. And so I mistakenly believed that maybe when I was in Belize getting stamped out of Belize, maybe it was also the stamping in process at the same time. And so I just walk into the town, but I found out later that I was in Guatemala illegally, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that for quite a while. So we just arrived in Livingston, and it is beautiful, beautiful place. I haven't seen a tuk-tuk in a long time. Looks like they're all over here. This is awesome. So I wasn't expecting much from Livingston. I don't know a lot about it, but so far, very, very beautiful place. Lush with greenery, lots of things going on. Bunch of tuk-tuks like this, everywhere. It's like a Latin Delhi, India. Look at this beautiful old colonial architecture all over the city. And this is an open laundry, it looks like. It's an open public laundry basin. So Livingston is a port town, and you actually can't get here by roads. There are no roads leading to Livingston. You have to get there, like we did, by boat. And you can also go by Rio Dulce, the Sweet River. That's one way to get in, but that's coming from Guatemala, so that's going inland toward Guatemala. So that's a way you can go. And also, the way that we went is you can come from Honduras or Belize to get to Livingston. This looks like a used clothing, secondhand clothing store. Just right on the road here, on the side, hanging up. We have a park, so this is actually the port right over here where we came in, and there's a park right there. Chicken here in the gutter. So you can see how lush Livingston is. It's actually surrounded by jungle, and so that's why there are no roads, because it was just jungle around this, and it was just a port town. So people would get here by ship, and then they would bring their goods down the river into the rest of Guatemala. Okay, so we're just surrounded by markets. You can see all of these sheets over here. They're covering the market stalls from the sun. We have toys and clothing and everything that you could want on both sides of the road. So over here, this is where we came in. This is the port, and so that is the Gulf of Honduras, the Bay of Honduras. And then you go the other way, and then you get to Rio Dulce, the Sweet River. A little loud here. And that is hopefully the way that we're gonna get out of here, is through the Sweet River. So that should be a trip in itself, a little adventure on the river into Guatemala. Hola! Score a goal? A goal? Let's see it. Okay, let's check out this open air lavanderia. So you wash your clothes here. Nobody's here right now doing it, but I just saw several women down here washing their clothes. And I'm thinking about doing it myself later. You wash them in this basin right here, and then I guess that's all the overflow water goes down into here, into this drain. Wow, I've never seen anything like this. This is the most interesting washing machine in the world. I'm in dire need of some clean laundry, so I went back to my place, got a bunch of laundry because I have nothing left, and we're going back to this open air laundry basin and see if we might do some laundry here. So there's a sign in front here that says you can pay 5 quetzales, so that's less than $1, little less than $1 to do it. So look at this, we're just in the middle of the city. That's the main road right there, and everybody's driving by on all their rickshaws and motorbikes. And then we have this right in the center. This is the first one that I'm seeing, but let's try this out. Supposedly they're all around Guatemala, and they were around in colonial times, and this is where women would do their laundry and they would talk gossip with each other and get all the good juicy details while they were doing their laundry. So they would just hang out here for hours. And I know I'm not a woman, but it's 2024, so I'm gonna give it a try, and hopefully I don't look too weird to the local men here. So look, this was left here. There's only one in this whole place. Looks like someone was just using this. So I'm guessing this is a bucket, and this is some kind of laundry detergent. And so we're guessing that you get the water from here, you scoop it up with the bucket, put it over your clothes here. You wash your clothes on these ridges. See these, all these ridges? Almost like a washboard in America. So that's what we're gonna do. And hopefully that's the way to do it, because we don't have any locals here doing this a bit late. First shirt. Whew. I'm gonna lay it here. Get some water, yeah. Put it in the basin. I don't know how much. Alright, so it just flows right out down the drain. So that's probably enough. Shirt is all wet with one bowl. Now, how do you apply the soap? Directly to the cloth? I'm not sure. That seems to be doing the trick. Something like that. Okay. And if this is used like a washboard, you would probably go something like that. Roll it against these ridges here. Get all the dirt. Hello. And if somebody's laughing at us too much, that means we're probably doing it wrong, and we'll have to ask. Okay, something like that. I'll get some more water. Get the soap off. Do this again. Hopefully I don't ruin my shirt because I'm doing it wrong. This is pretty abrasive, which is probably what you want. Not that my clothes are expensive or sentimental. It smells pretty good, actually. I think it's done. You want some laundry? Does that smell good? Smell food? Ah, knew that would get him away. Get some of that soap in there, directly on the rock, directly on the clothes. Let me know if I'm doing this right. I'm sure I'm not. This is done traditionally by women. I don't know if men are supposed to know how to do this. Let's change that. I'm gonna get really good. Beautiful. I think I've got the hang of it. I just scrape out all the soap. You smell it? Could be better. drawers. Most beautiful view during laundry I've ever had in my life. Last piece, wrung the water out. And we're good to go. So that was a very nice lady. Couldn't understand any of her Spanish, but seemed like we had a good interaction and we were allowed to do that, so. Best laundry ever. Whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, get away. These dogs just barely make it out of the way. This one almost got run over. Not a care in the world. Look at all the congestion around here.
Donuts? Fresa?
So we're at a panderia here, looking at some bread. Bread and donuts. Hola.
Royal.
Maha.
Ajá.
Maha.
Ah.
Maja.
Por favor. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
Also got some eggs here. One quetzal, that's like 10 cents or something, maybe less.
Algo más, hay donas, hay pan de queso.
Pan de queso.
Sí, este es pan de queso.
Oh, that's tu favorito?
¿Ah?
Tu favorito?
Sí.
Pan de queso? Pan. Not Portuguese.
Pan de queso.
Dulce?
Lengua.
Medio.
Lengua,
dulce.
like a...
Medio dulce.
Okay, medio dulce. ¿A qué hora abrir mañana? Gracias. Oh. This really is a beautiful little town. So on the way back to the hotel, you have this nice little inlet of water. And on the other side, Tienda Any. The Any store. Chickens. Chickens just hanging out in the yard. How about a quick dip off of one of these piers to end the day? It is so hot here. I'm just sweating all day non-stop, getting dehydrated here. So at the end of this pier, I'm gonna jump in. Ready? Beautiful way to end the day. Good night from Livingston.